The 1999 version of NFPA 72 is used for the test in New Jersey. The state of New Jersey uses the 1999 version of NFPA 72 as the basis for their fire alarm code. This is specified in the New Jersey Administrative Code, Title 5, Chapter 18, Subchapter 3, Section 5.18-3.1. The 2002 version of NFPA 72 is not used for testing in New Jersey. NFPA 72, the National Fire Alarm and Signaling Code, is a comprehensive standard that covers the application, installation, location, performance, inspection, testing, and maintenance of fire alarm and emergency communication systems. Because fire alarm systems are critical for life safety, understanding the specific edition adopted by a jurisdiction is vital for compliance and effective system design and maintenance. In the case of New Jersey, the 1999 edition of NFPA 72 serves as the benchmark for fire alarm regulations. This means that all fire alarm systems installed, inspected, and maintained within the state must adhere to the requirements outlined in this specific version of the code. It's important to note that NFPA 72 is updated every 3 years to incorporate new technologies, address emerging hazards, and improve the overall effectiveness of fire alarm systems. Therefore, it is essential to be aware of the specific edition in force in any given jurisdiction. The New Jersey Administrative Code, specifically Title 5, Chapter 18, Subchapter 3, Section 5.18-3.1, formally adopts the 1999 edition of NFPA 72. This legal reference solidifies the code's authority and ensures that all stakeholders, including designers, installers, inspectors, and building owners, are aware of their obligations. The Administrative Code serves as the official source for regulatory requirements in New Jersey. When working on fire alarm systems in New Jersey, it is imperative to consult the 1999 edition of NFPA 72. This edition contains detailed requirements for various aspects of fire alarm systems, including system design, component selection, installation practices, testing procedures, and maintenance protocols. By adhering to these requirements, you can ensure that fire alarm systems are reliable, effective, and compliant with state regulations. Some key aspects of fire alarm systems covered by NFPA 72 include fire alarm control units, initiating devices, notification appliances, signaling line circuits, and power supplies. The code specifies performance criteria for each of these components and provides guidance on their proper installation and maintenance. Fire alarm control units, or FOCUs, are the brains of the system, responsible for monitoring initiating devices, activating notification appliances, and communicating with remote monitoring stations. NFPA 72 outlines the features and capabilities required for FOCUs, as well as their installation and wiring requirements. Initiating devices, such as smoke detectors, heat detectors, and manual pull stations, are responsible for detecting fire conditions and initiating an alarm signal. The code specifies the types of initiating devices required for different occupancies and provides guidance on their placement and spacing. Notification appliances, such as horns, strobes, and speakers, are responsible for alerting occupants to a fire emergency. NFPA 72 specifies the audibility and visibility requirements for notification appliances, as well as their installation and wiring requirement. Signaling line circuits, or SLCs, are the communication pathways between the FOCU and the initiating devices and notification appliances. The code specifies the types of wiring methods permitted for SLC, as well as their supervision requirements. Power supplies are essential for ensuring the continuous operation of fire alarm systems during power outages. NFPA 72 specifies the capacity and reliability requirements for power supplies, as well as their supervision requirements. In addition to these core components, NFPA 72 also covers other important aspects of fire alarm systems, such as emergency voice alarm communication systems, mass notification systems, and carbon monoxide detection systems. Emergency voice alarm communication systems are used to provide clear and concise instructions to occupants during a fire emergency. Mass notification systems are used to alert occupants to a variety of hazards, such as severe weather, active shooter incidents, and terrorist attacks. Carbon monoxide detection systems are used to detect the presence of dangerous levels of carbon monoxide gas. When working on fire alarm systems in New Jersey, it is essential to stay up to date on the latest amendments and interpretations of the 1999 edition of NFPA 72. The New Jersey Division of Fire Safety may issue technical bulletins or other guidance documents that clarify or modify the code's requirements. It is also important to consult with local fire officials to ensure that your fire alarm system design and installation comply with all applicable regulations. Failure to comply with the 1999 edition of NFPA 72 can result in penalties, including fines, system shutdowns, and legal liability. Therefore, it is essential to take the time to understand the code's requirements and to work with qualified professionals who have experience in fire alarm system design, installation, and maintenance. To ensure compliance, designers and installers should review the specific requirements of the 1999 edition of NFPA 72, focusing on areas such as wiring methods, device spacing, and power supply requirements. Understanding the testing and inspection procedures outlined in the code is also critical for maintaining system performance. Furthermore, staying informed about any local amendments or interpretations of NFPA 72 adopted by New Jersey authorities is crucial for avoiding compliance issues. In addition to the technical requirements of NFPA 72, it is important to consider the human factors that can impact the effectiveness of fire alarm systems. These factors include the audibility and visibility of notification appliances, the clarity of emergency voice communications, and the training of building occupants. By considering these factors, you can help to ensure the fire alarm systems are effective at alerting occupants to a fire emergency and facilitating a safe evacuation. To further expand on key components and their significance, let's delve deeper. Fire alarm control units, as the central processing unit, must meet specific standards for reliability and functionality. These standards often include requirements for backup power, alarm verification, and communication capabilities. Initiating devices must be selected and installed based on the specific hazards present in each area of a building. Smoke detectors, for example, are typically required in sleeping areas and along egress routes, while heat detectors may be more appropriate in areas with high levels of dust or steam. Notification appliances must be strategically located to ensure that all occupants are alerted to a fire emergency. The audibility and visibility of these appliances must be carefully considered, taking into account factors such as ambient noise levels and the presence of individuals with hearing or visual impairment. Signaling line circuits must be designed to ensure that alarm signals are reliably transmitted from initiating devices to the FOCU and from the FOCU to notification appliances. The code specifies the types of wiring methods permitted for SLC, as well as their supervision requirements to ensure that any faults in the wiring are promptly detected. Power supplies must be capable of providing sufficient power to operate the fire alarm system during both normal and emergency conditions. The code specifies the capacity and reliability requirements for power supplies, as well as their supervision requirements to ensure that any power failures are promptly detected. Now, consider the implications of using an outdated version of NFPA 72. If a fire alarm system is designed, installed, or maintained in accordance with the 2002 edition of NFPA 72 when the 1999 edition is required, the system may not meet the minimum safety standards established by the state of New Jersey. This could result in a variety of problems, including reduced system performance, increased risk of false alarms, and difficulty in obtaining permits or approvals from local authorities. It is crucial to verify the applicable code edition with local authorities or fire protection professionals before commencing any work on a fire alarm system. This will help to ensure that the system is designed, installed, and maintained in accordance with the correct standards, minimizing the risk of non-compliance and maximizing the safety of building occupants. In conclusion, adherence to the 1999 version of NFPA 72 is mandatory for fire alarm systems in New Jersey. Staying informed about the specific requirements of this edition and any local amendments is crucial for ensuring compliance and maintaining the safety of building occupants. Consulting with qualified fire protection professionals is recommended to navigate the complexities of fire alarm system design, installation, and maintenance in accordance with the applicable codes and standards. Remember that fire alarm systems are life safety systems, and their proper functioning is essential for protecting people and property from the devastating effects of fire. By staying informed and complying with the applicable codes and standards, you can help to ensure that these systems are reliable, effective, and capable of providing early warning of a fire emergency. Firstly, always confirm the jurisdiction's adopted code edition. Secondly, utilize the correct version of NFPA 72 for design, installation, and maintenance. Thirdly, consult with local authorities for clarification on specific requirements. And fourthly, prioritize life safety by adhering to code requirements. Lastly, ensure all personnel working on the system are trained and competent in the applicable code.